YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy, the CBR Kid, coming back at you with another video. We're going to do it a little bit different this time. All right, usually I'm showing you guys bikes or I'm showing you guys, some repair that I'm doing. But what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about how this motorcycle obsession all started. All right, so for me, it started long before I was even able to drive a car. All right, back in the day, had a good friend of mine. It's like a big brother to me growing up. He bought a couple of dirt bikes. And for you riders out there, you kind of know where I'm going with this story. He let me ride one of them. I think I was 12 years old, and from that point forward, I was hooked. All right, begged my dad for one, never got one. Eventually got old enough to get a motorcycle license. I was still in college at the time. I went and took the class, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation class. Got my license. That was in 1999, March, April 1999. And 2 years later, got my first motorcycle. All right. First bike was a 1998 Suzuki GSXR1000. Beautiful bike. I had the red and black, and it was customized with chrome lettering and polished wheels, polished frame, the whole nine. All right. So I kept that bike for 2 years, I believe, maybe 3. And sold that bike and went to buy a 2004 Suzuki GSXR1000. All right, so you guys see I had, I'm the CBR kid. I got Honda this, Honda that. I'll tell you how I got to that. So when I went to buy the GSXR1000, the '04, Suzuki told me I didn't have enough of a credit history for them to approve the financing. But Honda would approve it. So I ended up on a '04 CBR1000 RR by happenstance. And it turned out I really liked the bike. It was the first year to center up exhaust, and loved that bike. I felt like I was just part of that bike whenever I rode it. And had that bike for 4 years, rode it all over the place. Rode that thing to Detroit. I don't know how many times I went to North Carolina. I rode that thing everywhere. All right. So fast forward 4 years from that, and in 2008 that you guys have seen in other videos, and you can see it behind me slightly, the silver and black bike. That bike came out. It was a complete redesign for Honda. They went more to the like MotoGP style of exhaust and that kind of thing. It was a complete redesign. Initially, I did not like the bike. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like it at first. It grew on me, right? And then I went to go see it in the dealership and at the motorcycle show, and I said, you know what? It's not that bad. So I bought it. All right, so I sold the '04, purchased the '08. And I've had the '08 ever since. All right, so that was in June of 2008. Here it is, September of 2021. I still have it. All right, it's now a track exclusive. I don't really ride it anywhere but the track. But same thing with that bike. Loved it. It handled even better than the '04. I got suspension work done to it for street riding to make it handle a little bit better. And same thing with that bike. Rode it everywhere. Rode it to Chicago. Again, North Carolina multiple times, New York. I don't know how many times I took it to Pennsylvania, Philly area, but all over the place with that bike. All right, and then just as I was about to switch brands, I had been eyeing up the BMW S1000 for quite some time, and then Honda came out with that guy, that red, white, and blue CBR 1000RR SP back in 2017. Of course, I had to have it, so I went and picked that one up. But this time, as you guys can see, I kept the old bike. All right, so I picked that bike up. It's been almost 5 years now, about 4.5 years ago, and love that bike too. All right, I rode that bike to Chicago. Ridden that bike pretty much. That's about the farthest I've ridden it. It's been local for the most part. I haven't ridden that bike too far. All right, and that Chicago ride was brutal. All right, I realized I am getting older. At one point in time, I could have took that Chicago ride, came back, no problem. When we got back from Chicago, I didn't get on the bike for 2 weeks. So I was beat down, but still, awesome bike. Got a ticket in Indiana, the whole nine. Had a great time with that. All right, and of course, sprinkled in between, there have been different track bikes. There was the '05 Gixxer 600 track bike. There's the '05 CBR 600 track bike, which you guys saw in the previous video when I was trying to get that thing started, get it ready to go for a track day that didn't happen. And so there have been other bikes in between. But that's how we got to become the CBR Kid. It wasn't an intentional thing to go to Honda, but it happened. And I've been happy with the Hondas that I've had over the years. And the next one up is a 2020 Goldwing. All right, so or an Indian, I'm not sure. All right, we'll see how it works out. But there's a specific color scheme that Honda made on the Goldwing in 2020 that I really like. They didn't make it any other year, so I really like that bike. And of course, there's the Indian Chieftain Dark Horse. I really like that bike as well. But I'm gonna get the Cruiser because hey, my wife is not gonna stay on the back of a sport bike for long distance rides. So we gotta have something that's a little more comfortable. And but we're keeping these guys behind me. They're staying. All right. Eventually, that 2017 will make its way onto the track. But that's the story of how we became CBR Kid. Now, like I said, I'm not, I'm a Honda guy, but I'm not totally biased. I have no problem bringing other bikes on the channel. In fact, I have plans to bring a Kawasaki on the channel, a specific Suzuki, and whatever else you guys want to see. All right, I'm definitely got a specific Harley in mind that I want to bring on the channel. All right, so you guys let me know, all right, down in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see some more track stuff? All right, even though like I said, I told you before, I'm in the Northeast, so it's almost the end of that season here. But if you guys want to see some track bikes, more content with that, we'll do that. If you want to see more cruisers, we'll do that. You guys let me know, all right? Put it in the comment section down below, and I will make sure I bring that to you. All right, so thank you guys for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. All right, that helps me out quite a bit. All right, but I'm gonna check out of here. And to all my riders out there in the rider sphere, hey, you know what I always tell you guys: keep the shiny side up, keep the rubber side down. All right, be safe out there, and I will see you guys next time.